NCTV45, The Train, anytime on your time.
Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
Welcome to the Cedars Sports Corner, everybody. I'm Alex Laverson, and with me is our producer.
See, when you get to be a star, you wear the sunglasses.
Well, I mean, right now it's pretty sunny out here at the ballpark. You know what I mean? So that's why.
I love him. My man is right there.
Yeah, we're back in action.
Let's go indoors a second.
All right.
Milwaukee Bucks, Phoenix Suns.
I'm happy to see an NBA Finals that isn't, one of the normal powerhouse teams, the Warriors, or the Lakers or the Heat and Cavs when LeBron was with them. This is the first year in since 2010 that LeBron has not.
Well, I don't like him
in the first round.
He hasn't been able to pick his favorites, so I'm not a LeBron fan.
I know.
The thing I have to say that's positive here is both of these teams have been on this destiny type situation. First of all, with the Suns, and they just seem to be doing, they just seem to be doing what's right when it's time to do it. And
right.
The Bucks, on the other hand, have beat some pretty impressive teams.
Okay. As far as who I would want to win, I'm a fan of smaller markets. Teams that come from smaller markets. I don't know how much. I know Phoenix is bigger than Milwaukee. I'm not sure if Phoenix has ever won a title.
Yeah, Phoenix has.
Okay.
And if you go back in the day, the Phoenix Suns were quite a power, and I'm talking probably in the 90s.
That would have been pre-Steve Nash, right?
Yeah. So they've had success, but you have to go back.
Well, yeah. So I mean,
and let me, not to interrupt you. When I got married, the Bulls were a power.
The 90s, yeah, that's where I grew up.
And slightly after or before that, the Suns were a power. And I want to say it maybe had to be before, because their point guard, I think, got traded to Boston. Okay, and so they won quite a bit, and that was
I'm actually trying to Google it right now just to make sure
that was like their deal.
Yeah, when anyone in my generation basically grew up with the Jordan and the Bulls,
Yeah.
6 championships.
Yeah,
And that was special.
I have to do this also.
Because I'm not going to pretend that it's a hardcore basketball knowledge, but what I can tell you is that from a casual fan that kind of gets turned off by the same thing, even though I like.
Here you go, 1993. I told you.
It says they reached it. Does it say they won it?
Okay. They played the Bulls.
Then they wouldn't have. Oh, then no, they wouldn't.
Yeah.
Have. 0 championships.
Yeah.
0 NBA.
But they were very competitive. The Suns will play Milwaukee, and Milwaukee's heading to the first time. Milwaukee was a power in the early 70s. For some reason, and I don't know, maybe because they tried to look like... I never really liked the Milwaukee Bucks. I just... So if I have a team in this, or I want, it's probably Phoenix.
Right. Milwaukee has 1 championship in 1971. Phoenix has 0. So again, it's refreshing to see 2 franchises that, obviously between the 2 only have 1 NBA Finals trophy. It's refreshing to see something different, not the normal powerhouse franchises. So I guess I am going to pull for the Suns. Again, just because they have no championships. Milwaukee still has 1, even though it was the beginning of the 70s. But sure, I'm trying to think. Has the city of Phoenix have any other recent championships?
Not that I know of.
Obviously.
Not
you have
that
the Cardinals, the Coyotes. I don't think.
They had in '92 they acquired Charles Barkley.
Oh boy.
From the 76ers. They had Paul Westphal. They had a good team. They had a solidly good team, and the Suns, and they were just not able to turn it. There's times in any kind of sport where you face somebody that's just better.
Right.
And
well, we look at, so in the 90s, Phoenix.
Now, there's one team that does it quite consistently. The Pittsburgh Pirates.
Oh,
they beat somebody better every day.
Oh my God. Oh, you know what? I was saying, not to backtrack, but the Arizona Diamondbacks. I know they won a championship at the 2000s. That might have been it though. 'Cause I'm looking right now. I don't really see any. Yeah, 2001. Okay, so that might have been the only Phoenix championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as the Pirates, oh boy, don't get me started.
We better take a break.
We better take a break before our heads explode. But now a word from our sponsors.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our home.
Hi friends, I'm Gary West, and whether you find Augustine's Pizza at your local grocery store, the folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions. The Cedars restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle, 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Welcome back to the Cedar Sports Corner, everybody. And before we went to break, I brought up how the Arizona Diamondbacks had a World Series championship in 2001. And during break, Angelo and I were talking about how painful it would be to be a fan of a certain cities. For example, being a Cleveland sports fan has to be painful. I'm trying to think, Ange, of some of the most painful sports fans there would be. I think Minnesota.
Till this time, yeah, Minnesota would definitely be one.
Yeah.
Until this time, it was painful to be a Patriots fan.
Until 2001?
Until he didn't really fumble. He fumbled. Yeah, no, we'll give the ball to the Patriots.
Mm-hmm. But still, even assuming that most Patriot fans are also Boston sports fans, they had the Celtics. You also had the Bruins. Now, being a Red Sox fan...
But it was balanced. You had the Red Sox and the Patriots, who couldn't win, the Bruins, who haven't won for a while, and the Celtics that were pretty balanced through the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, the Celtics actually, I think...
And there were some pretty bitter games between the Celtics and the Lakers.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But they were good, hard-fought games.
Yeah, I mean, the Celtics, up until, I think recently, the past decade or so, actually had more titles than the Lakers, and, obviously that's changed. But, so being a Minnesota sports fan, Vikings... oh man, that's rough. I think that's one that often gets overlooked. Even the Twins, Minnesota, there's just nothing to really be proud of there.
No.
Even Buffalo.
And you've got the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
The Minnesota Golden Gophers. That doesn't... Oh, yeah. I mean, they've had some success.
They haven't won... Lately, they went through a drought. They weren't winning until they got Lou Holtz, and then they lost a lot. Now, here's another thing that's kind of interesting. The New York Islanders really made some noise this season, but they were out-shouted by the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Mm-hmm.
And by Montreal, who rattled off wins in June and July against the Islanders like they didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with that being said, Tampa Bay looks to close this whole thing out real quickly, and
3-0.
3-0. They're not even looking back.
Yeah, again, look, I know that doesn't happen often. It doesn't. But, obviously, we know how sports work. You let your head, you let up a little bit, then boom. The Cavs in 2016 came back from a 3-1 deficit. Was that in hockey where, this past decade where a team was up 3-0 and then blew it or something? Like, there was something.
The Pens have turned around and really rattled people and come back.
Yeah, I'm thinking specifically in the Stanley Cup. I'm actually very curious now.
Here's a chance for us to go to break.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll wrap up our show. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Hello, friends, and it's Los Amigos. Let me tell you what, great food. Whether you get the chimichangas, enchiladas, tacos, whatever you get, you're going to love them. The nice, friendly atmosphere. Stop by. Tell them NCTV45 sent you. It's Los Amigos sponsoring this program. It's Chubby's. Let's pizza again, like we did way back when. Yes, Chubby's for that great pizza taste. They use Augustine's ingredients, and guess what? You folks on the east side, they deliver. D.A. Reed Delivery Service will get your Chubby's Pizza right to you. It's easy. Call ahead, place your order. It's Chubby's Delivery right there for you. And don't think that they don't have cheese stuffed meatballs, sausage, and so much more. Chubby's right there for you.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island.
Welcome back to our third and final segment.
I got a Trivial Pursuit question for you.
Oh man, let's hear it.
Who has the worst record in baseball?
Is this... I mean, it'd have to be the Pirates right now, right?
Well, here you go. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks, who are 23 and 63.
Wow.
Now, the difference is just 10 games, because the Pirates are 30 and 53.
Oh, God.
So, the Diamondbacks actually have 10 more losses. And why did I bring that up? Because, bless their hearts, the Pirates invited the PIAA champions, and Newcastle Red Hurricane were in that group, to PNC Park. Now, because Newcastle is Newcastle, they had such a large group of people that went.
Right.
But people in the stands were starting to say, maybe the Newcastle baseball team could end up beating the Pittsburgh Pirates. And, you know, it's not a far-fetched thing here.
Well, honestly, even though it's unlikely, I wouldn't be surprised if some hypothetical chance, let's say hypothetically they did play, and I would not be surprised if the Pirates did find a way to blow it. Obviously, that's very unlikely, but still. It's, you know, last time we were talking about what cities would be hard to be a sports fan of. So let's even just forget about cities. Let's just talk about individual franchises. Being a Pirates fan, if you're a Pirate fan, you don't care about any other Pittsburgh team, talk about the resiliency you have to be a Pirate fan.
I'm a Pirate fan.
So, as am I.
And it hurts, but they kind of massage you with good food and fireworks.
Yeah.
And a whole lot of good music. They really make you think about everything else. And I was looking to see if the Pirates had played the Arizona Diamondbacks. And not so much. I believe that they did have a game with Arizona, but I'm not seeing it, and I'm a pretty good look as we take a look through and gander through the schedule. And
you know what I just realized? Okay, so Chicago Cubs, their logo is a letter C. Cleveland or Cincinnati Reds, their logo is a letter C. The Indians now, because of not to get anything controversial, but their main logo is a C. So when they change their names, the Indians, what would they change it to?
Well, here's the thing. That's a good question.
They could go the Washington route and just make it a
because
baseball team.
I'm looking like Chicago, the Cubs. It's a C and a C for Chicago. So is the Cubs are, you know what I mean? Pittsburgh, the Pirates, and they got a P. Pirates, Pittsburgh, PP. Now the question has to be, will Cleveland attempt to call themselves the Sailors, the Cyclones, or just say the Cleveland baseball team?
Honestly, look, even with the Redskins, the Washington football team, that's kind of, I'm kind of getting fond of that. I'm like, all right, it's different. You know what I mean? Does Cleveland want to go that route? I don't know enough about, Cleveland sports to really say what nickname could be relevant to them, because I don't know if it's a good idea for them to go completely different and name like the Cleveland Warriors. I wonder if there's something they could, keep, like maybe kind of adopt like something similar to one of their minor league teams. I don't know.
I was looking at a history of Cleveland baseball to see if there was a historic name that they would bring back. And
I'm wondering too.
Cleveland, the Indians, and I feel all good about saying that because I think they should do. They were known as the Cleveland Spiders before.
Oh, no way. No.
Okay, and I don't know
Slider.
that I would want.
I think it's a spider.
I don't know that I would want to be known as a spider.
Well, I thought it was Slider.
Spider.
Oh, I thought let's say their Slider, the team's mascot. Oh yeah, you're right. It's Spider. Yeah, I hate Spiders personally, but maybe
Cleveland Bluebirds, but you got the Blue Jays, so I don't think that. Cleveland Lake Shores.
Well, how about they go with the Cleveland Browns route? Their name, the Browns, was deriving from their, the original owner's name, or was it their coach? Something Brown. Maybe.
Yeah, well, no, the Browns were called the Cleveland Browns because of Paul Brown.
Yeah, maybe the Indians can.
The Cleveland Spiders' nickname were the Blues.
I just didn't know if Cleveland could adopt maybe their owner's last name, kind of like what the Browns did, kind of keep that tradition.
Cleveland Infants' nickname were Babes. I don't think any of those really.
The Cleveland Players. Honestly, look, the Cleveland Lake Shores, I thought actually kind of cool.
Well, that's why I said Sailors, because you have Erie right next to it. And would that be Cleveland Neapolitans?
The Naps.
Or the Naps.
The Naps.
Okay. Has a little Italian flair. They were renamed the Indians, and that was in like 1914. Okay. And so that becomes an interesting little role as to what will the Cleveland Indians find themselves, or where will they find themselves?
I'm a fan of Lake Shores or something along that line, or adopt the last name. But I'll tell you.
Congratulations going out to all the high school champions. I want to say that.
Yes, and I was at the Night of Champions at Cascade Park last week. It was a great time, and proud of our local sports teams.
There you go.
Any parting words, Ange?
Let's go Irish. Football season not far off.
Oh, I'm ready for football season. All right, everybody, stay safe, and let's go Pitt.
The Cedars restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.